morning, everybody. Let's be conscious of the space that the musicians are creating for us. Allow yourself to get fully present.
Please join us. Om. Welcome, Om. We've been waiting for you.
Welcome, everyone. Let's let the sound of this next bell take us to the deepest place within us. We have arrived. Let's stand and face the screen for our first couple of songs. We have our musicians, our house band this morning, the What Else Is Possible Choir. Woohoo! So blessed.
Good morning, Awakening Waves! Join me. As long as the river flows, as long as the grass is green, speed it up.
As long as children grow, salmon are going to run upstream. Everybody wants to go home. As long as the mountains stand, as long as the eagles fly, sun lights up the land, forests are going to reach for the sky. Everybody wants to go home.
We are all. As long as the tide comes in, the moon shines above. We go back to where we begin. The essence of living is living with love.
Everybody wants to go home. We are all one spirit. We are all. We are all on our way home.
We're not alone.
We are all. We are all one spirit. We are all one spirit on our way home. Everybody, everybody wants to go home.
Clap your hands. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Down in my heart, down in my heart, I have the joy, 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 down in my heart to stay. I have the love, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I have the love, 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 down in my heart to stay. I have the peace, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart.
Yeah.
Down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I have the peace that passes understanding. Down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I have the peace that passes understanding. Down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I have the joy, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I have the joy, 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 down in my heart to stay.
All right, friends, while you're on your feet, please turn to one another and offer the Namaste greeting. Namaste, namaste, namaste to our musicians. You're amazing. Namaste. Namaste to our tech team in the back. I see you. Namaste, Brian and Tyler and Gina, Travis. Namaste. Namaste to our love streamers. We thank God for you. Namaste. Namaste. And as you take your seat, please take a moment to silence your cell phones or whatever devices you have that make noise. Oh, namaste, beloveds. I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I am the spiritual leader here. I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land upon which we gather is the unceded territory of the Chumash and Salinan people. It is my joy to welcome you to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have been waiting for you. Yay! Friends, we exist to raise the vibe, and in this community, we envision a joyful, happy world. We have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. It's kind of a fun one. Joy breaks out all over the place this week. Joy breaks out all over the place this week. I let it be. And so it is. All right, and now our practitioner of the day for today, who is a minister, Reverend Diane, as she makes her way up here. Thank you for serving today. We love you. I'm going to call your attention to the salmon-colored sheet that was in your program when you picked it up. This is a prayer request form. Friends, if there is something that is weighing heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or maybe you're looking to manifest something in your life, like a new car or, a new relationship, a new place to live, whatever it is, the invitation is for you to fill out this prayer request form because we are a community who loves to pray. We have a soul support team of 8 soul supporters, ministers, and practitioners who will take your prayer request and pray over it for the next week. Isn't that amazing? And if you have more than one prayer request, that's even better. There's more sheets over on the table to my left. Now, the invitation, once you fill out your form, is you can place it into the offering basket when it comes around at the end of the service, or you can just place it over in the prayer request box on my left. And we have Reverend Wayne up in the front row here. He's holding the high watch for us for this service. And what that means is that he is holding space. He's in a meditation, knowing the truth and knowing that the words that come through are exactly perfect for all of you. And so thank you, Reverend Wayne. He's really in a great spot. So in case you're wondering what's up with that dude in the front, that's what's happening. And now Reverend Diane is going to be available after the service for 1-minute miracles. And she will be over in the foyer if she's not over at the shopping table. You got to catch her when you can, And so she'll be, I'm just joking, she'll be out here available. And then say you come up with something that you need prayer for, on your way home or throughout the week. I invite you to also send us an email to info@awakeningways.org with the subject line of prayer request, and that will get forwarded to our soul support team. And I believe that's it for me. And now I'm going to turn it over to Reverend Diane, who's going to do our opening prayer and reading. Thank you, Rev.
Thank you. Well, I'll be reading for today, November the 16th, 2025, from 365 Days by Ernest Holmes. And that book is available over at the table after the service, and you can repeat that for 2026 too. So I'm going to invite you just to get comfortable wherever you are in your chair, if you'd like to close your eyes or just glaze out at the beautiful scene behind me. It is written that the law of the Lord is perfect. Therefore, when we commit our ways unto the Lord, we automatically use this perfect law, even in the most trivial things in life. To this law, there is neither great nor small. It is always responding to us by corresponding with our mental attitude toward it. Our mental attitudes can be consciously controlled. Therefore, we can always make conscious use of the law of God. Today, I have faith in the law of good. Today, I guard my thinking, consciously endeavoring to think affirmatively and with faith. I believe that the law of the Lord will bring every good and perfect thing to me and will bless everyone whom I hold in consciousness. And so as I take these beautiful words of Ernest Holmes, our founder of Science of Mind, I recognize there is only one presence and one power in this universe. It is all love, it is kindness, it is compassion, and it is infinite goodness of the divine. And this divine presence is in each and every one of us, for we were born with this divine presence in us. And as we move through our life, we know that we can use this divine presence anytime. It is working for us, it is working through us, and is working as us. And so today I bless our beautiful spiritual service that I know inspires each of us, and it is Spirit-led. I bless the band and the choir for their voices and instruments. Open our hearts up, inspires us, and lifts our soul into a new vibration of joyfulness during this season. I bless Reverend Elizabeth as the divine speaks through her with grace and ease. I bless all of our loving volunteers for their devotion and dedication to awakening ways. And I bless every person here, those that are watching online or maybe down later on this week, for our minds are open, our hearts are touched, for we know that we will hear exactly what our soul needs to hear. It is perfect and it is divine. And so with a heart of thanksgiving and gratitude, I know all is well. Every person is blessed in all of our relationships. And I know the goodness of the infinite source of God blesses His service today. And so, as I always like to remember, I walk by faith, not by sight. And so as we affirm together, and so it is.
One of the things I love about being the music director and choir leader here is that the choir often doesn't know what's coming next because I don't know what's coming next, and neither do you. Grand rising, da 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 da. Grand rising, da 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 da. Grand rising, da 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 da. Welcome to Awakening Ways. Stand up and sing with us.
I see a grand day that's arising.
Woo-hoo.
I see good times on the way.
Grand rising,
I see people all around me.
grand rising.
I see lots of smiles today. Don't put up a fight. You're bound to see the light. There's a grand day on the rise. I see peace on the horizon. Grand day on the rise.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
On this special day, we're bound to find our way. There's a grand day on the rise.
Grand rising.
There's a grand day on the rise.
Grand rising.
There's a grand day on
Grand rising.
Da, 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 da. Woo! All right, let's give them a little more love. That was amazing, right? Woo! Woohoo! Well, that's better than coffee, and I had my share of coffee today too. Woo! All right, hello, beloveds. You know, I swallowed a lot of synonyms last night, and now my throat is thesaurus it's ever been. Oh, thank you, this side of the room. Thank you. And thank you, Kat. I saw it on your Facebook page. Okay, my friends, actually, we're going to begin this morning with a little gratitude scan. Let's do a gratitude scan. And so I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes. It's just going to take us about 10 seconds. And as you close your eyes, go ahead and name one thing that your senses are touching right now that you didn't earn. It just is. It could be the floor, the light, the chair under you, the air in your lungs, or something else. Now, once you have that, hold it like a secret and feel the fluttering of your heart. And now I invite you to open your eyes and then let it go. Oh, look at those smiles. Yay, thank you so much. All right, my friends, now we have heard the same message for a couple of weeks now. We're in our third week of November here. And what we've been hearing is that joy is not the same as happiness. And the reason is that joy exists regardless of external circumstances or conditions, yes? And so it's different. Joy is actually a deep internal state, profound and enduring, eternal. It's not dependent on what's happening outside of ourselves. Now, what's happening outside of ourselves can often bring us happiness, which does also bring us joy, but it's a little bit different, isn't it? Now, joy can actually be activated or pulled up at any time. It's always there. It's always here, right here, just like the divine presence is always right here, waiting for us to notice it. Just waiting. It's always here. So we're called to notice it and allow it. Allow it to bubble up into your experience. Why not? Friends, the beloved awaits our attention and focus patiently and softly. And I think the same is true for joy. It's always here, ready to spring forth into our experience. It's ready to come out and play. The question is, will you allow it? Will you allow joy, the presence of the divine, to come out and play? That's when you say, yes! Yes! All right. Good. Great job. All right. So today we're looking at joy from the angle of the heart, or the heart of joy is the topic for the day. Now, what exactly is the heart of joy? That's something to ponder. And I would say that joy is not the loud cousin of happiness, but rather it's more like the quiet twin of gratitude. The quiet twin of gratitude. And it lives in the heart, and it refuses to close when life hurts. That's the joy that lives within us. That's that joy that lives within us. Now, it's that warm, uninvited flutter in your chest when your heart remembers something. Yeah, when it remembers something real, and it absolutely stays open in the mess and chooses to dance to its own stubborn beat. That's the heart of joy, for sure. It's not the absence of pain, but it's the refusal to let the pain have the last word. Right? Wow. It's the crust of bread that is shared. It's the heartbeat after the hug. You know, when you pull away from someone that you love and the warmth lingers in your chest like an echo. It's the smile that you didn't plan. Has anyone ever cried or been crying and then started laughing immediately after that and then felt funny about doing so? Like, there's something really wrong with me. No, that's joy. That's the inherent joy that lives within you. It's not going to leave you. And it's going to stay with us. It lives with us, and it will be there for us always. So in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, how many of you have read this book? It's by Viktor Frankl. And so in his book, Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl observed, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, which is to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Friends, we always have a choice. We always have a choice. Now, you can change your experience of anything by making a choice. We have that power. Joy or hate, joy or anger. And it occurred to me that if Viktor Frankl could do it in the concentration camp, and if the people he observed in the camps could also do it, then so can we, can't we? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Frank. Frank's in. I wrote your name down here, Frank. Talk to you later. In that book, Man's Search for Meaning, he also documented, for those who haven't read it, I highly recommend it, but he documented what he observed in concentration camps. And it's not what you think, it's deep. It's a little deeper, right? He observed, for example, that one prisoner received a crust of bread no bigger than a matchbox. Now, in that situation, most would have hoarded that little piece of bread crust, but he broke it in half and gave the larger piece away and smiled. So Frankl later said that this man actually tasted joy because he tasted meaning. And so it's not that the crust changed, but the man's story about it changed. You get that? It's a choice, right? Now, earlier I stated that joy is like the quiet twin of gratitude, in alignment with that prisoner who received a crust of bread and shared it. I want to share with you that gratitude actually lights up the same ventral striatum as chocolate. What did she just say? Well, here's the wonderful twist. Friends, remembered gratitude, like if you can't find something you're grateful for right in the moment, remembered gratitude, calling to mind what you're grateful for from last Tuesday, like last Tuesday's hug, fires that circuit just as strong. And so the heart remembers, the heart keeps a receipt of the joy, right? Now the ventral striatum, for those of you that need to know, is a brain region that is heavily involved in the brain's reward system, right? Motivation and decision making, those systems too. All right, so the brain, the ventral striatum, receives inputs from the limbic system and is considered the limbic motor interface that helps translate emotion and cognition into behavioral output. What did she say? I know, right? That's wild. What Just making sure you guys are awake, you know? Somebody needed to hear that. I'm just like, okay, Spirit. Okay, you got it. Now, the cool thing, the activation of this area, right? What does it do? Why do I care? The activation of this area actually releases dopamine, which creates a feeling of pleasure and satisfaction. This benefits you by improving your mood, reducing stress, and motivating you to repeat positive actions. It also fosters stronger relationships. And so I'm going to invite you to try this at home, right? Try this at home. This is called Name Your Crust, right? Name your crust. Name your crust. Name your crust challenge. What is that? Well, tonight I invite you to pick one overlooked thing that you haven't felt gratitude for recently. One overlooked thing like running water, or a text that someone sent you that made you laugh, or the fact that your car started. You just went out and it started, you know? Wow, how grateful I am for that. And then you're going to say, thank you for, and you'll fill in the blank, you say it out loud, thank you for starting, car. And then you're going to text that sentence to one of your friends in this room before lights out. That's one, yes. And there's going to be a couple of other options for you to choose from for the week. But that is the Name Your Crust challenge. And now, I just remembered that we're going to take a little break. What? We're going to take a little intermission. Your faces are like, what is she doing? We're going to take a little break and have Susan Jones, Reverend Susan, is going to come up and share something. She was going to share in the beginning. And I'm just remembering, so there's a microphone right here that she's going to use. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about how she's used our book of the month for the month so far.
All right. Yeah, so I was really excited to sign up for the Creativity Lab, which is using this little book. And what I want to share with you is that there's about 12 people in this lab. And I would say that the majority of the people said they decided to do it because they don't think of themselves as creative. And I am one of those people. And so I thought, I need to stretch myself. Well, this book has made me so happy. This book is by Amy Steinberg, who is an author, an artist, and a musician. I mean, she's got it all going. And there are all of these sections that prompt you to think about stuff. Here's one called Friendship. Friendship. And so what you do is you go through and you read what she has to say about it, and then you write. So there's a journal prompt for you to write about stuff. And then there's a page where you draw things. And so one of them, I'll share one of them that I really loved, is called Obsession. And so I was thinking, like, okay, what am I obsessed with? Well, Thai noodles came to my mind. I'm obsessed with noodles. And so I wrote that down. And you see how fun that is? Like, when you think about it, it's sort of like what you were saying about, like, noticing that your car started. Really reach out and go, what am I obsessed with? Ruby, my pug's little feet, the little beans, the beans on the bottom of her feet. Well, then we draw this. So I just got to say, for me, this has been freeing, right? But I spent a lot of time in spiritual, what do you call it? Like reading spiritual things, thinking spiritual thoughts. This is spiritual, but this is super fun. And I would recommend this as a gift for people in your life because it is super fun and it gets you to think, but it's light and fun and it's wonderful. I think that's my, yeah. All right.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's give her some more love, please. Thank you so much. Now, the intention for her sharing was not to sell the book, although we do have some copies back on the table for sale. I think we have 3 or 4 maybe. Yeah, we have 4 altogether because these 2 are not mine. These are also for sale. But there's a a book, and there's also a coloring book which has affirmations, and it's just fun, right? And so Reverend Susan shared this with us on our soul support team call on Friday, and she was exuding so much joy about it. I could just feel it, and I knew she needed to share that here today. So thank you, Susan. That's a great joy and love. Yeah, one more round of applause. Woo! Awesome. All right, so another story that Viktor Frankl shared from the camps was that a man trades his last cigarette for a sip of soup from a stranger. Now, in these camps, soup was life. And if somebody smoked, then it was a signal that they no longer believed that they would survive this, right? They had cigarettes, but if they started smoking, it meant they felt like they didn't have any hope, and they thought they might as well smoke because the end is near, right? Now, Viktor Frankl said he watched the man's face and said it was radiant, radiant. So the gift of the sip of soup didn't fix the hunger. It didn't fix the hunger. It cracked the man's heart open, wide enough for joy to sneak in the back door, right? Yeah, wow. The heart remains open. Now there's the science of open. Heart rate variability studies, yeah, I'm going there again, show that people who perform one random act of kindness a day have higher vagal tone. What does that mean? Well, that literally means that they have more resilient hearts. Wow. Openness, friends, isn't soft. It doesn't mean that you're being soft when being open. It's actually physiology. That means that being open is not a mere soft skill or emotional tendency, but rather, bless you, a deeply rooted fundamental biological and neurological aspect of human functioning and strength. The invitation here is to practice being open, to trying something new this week by performing one random act of kindness. And notice what happens in your chest when that random act of kindness occurs before you even know the outcome. It's about that part. It's a flutter. It's a flutter. How many of you have felt that flutter of which I speak? Yeah, we feel it, right? So there's also this thing called the hug and the echo. I love this. So when you hug someone you love and you pull away, have you noticed how that warmth lingers in your chest like an echo? Especially when you do that whole, oh, let's hug heart to heart, right? Like that's a thing. And then you have that experience of heart to heart hug, and you really feel an echo like it was a conscious thing. So that echo is joy's quiet drum. Now, Frankl also wrote on his worst nights, my friends, on his worst nights, he would close his eyes and talk to his wife. Dead or alive, he didn't know. He didn't know. But he would lay there and describe the curve of her smile until the barracks faded. He wasn't escaping. He was choosing the joy of that beat after the hug, the echo of love over the silence of hate. Now, there's another practice that we can try at home this week, which is the 3-beat gratitude practice. And that is simply placing your hand over your heart, and you inhale, and as you feel your heartbeat, whisper, thank, and then exhale. Thank. And then inhale again, and feel your heartbeat again. And then whisper, you, as you exhale. And then inhale again and feel your heartbeat and whisper, still and exhale. And then let's put it all together. Thank. Now let's do that together. Bless you. Bless you. Friends, joy isn't the hug itself, it's the echo after the hug. So gratitude says, thank you for the warmth, and joy keeps humming it. And so to close this up for today, I would love to have you remember, if nothing else, that joy remembers the gift, stays open in the mess, and hums to the echo after the hug. It is the quiet twin of gratitude, the stubborn beat that refuses to let the pain have the last word. Viktor Frankl showed us that in the darkest barracks, we always hold the freedom to choose joy, to share the crust, to trade the sip, or to whisper love into the silence. Let's do it. Are you with me? Yes. All right. And now I'm going to invite you to pick one practice for the week. Just one practice, my friends. The first one was name your crust. And that one was about tonight and every night this week, thank one overlooked gift out loud and then text it to a friend to share that. The second is give without return or expectation of return, meaning perform one random act of kindness and feel your heart open wide and then report back your experience next week. And the third is that 3-beat gratitude practice. Every morning, hand on your heart and whispering, inhaling, thank, exhale, you, exhale, inhale, still, thank you still, every morning before bed, and let that echo of joy and gratitude hum. Now, how many of you are going to do name your crust? All right, look around. You're not alone. You're not alone. Most of you. And number 2, how many of you are going to do give without return or expectation? Yeah, oh, some doubles. All right. And how many of you are going to try this 3-beat gratitude this week? All right. Wow, you guys are overachievers. I love you. I'm going to invite the musicians to come on up and wrap it up here with us this morning. Beautiful. So leaving you with the fact that we're going to go forth from here not to chase joy, but to let joy find you because it never left to begin with. And so it is. Thank you. Let's go ahead and turn our attention inward. Take a couple deep breaths with me here. And join me in returning to that beautiful, expansive space within. This is the space that is beyond lack, beyond limitation, beyond doubt, beyond anger, beyond upset, beyond personality, beyond loss, beyond fear, beyond judgment, beyond, if you can imagine that. That's the space where we're at here together in this moment, right now. And in this place, I know and claim that there is only one thing happening here, and it is spirit. And this spirit is expressing itself in, through, and as each one of us. And as I go forward through the rest of my day, and for each one of us, I know that I remember that I am the unique and unrepeatable way that Spirit has showed up on this planet at this time. Therefore, I get to be all that I came here to be. Spirit expressing, Spirit in form. And I remember that everybody around me is also Spirit expressing in form. And it becomes a joyful, giddy love fest as I remember this, because I know that there is no separation. And that if I think someone else is doing something or being a particular way, it's actually just a reflection of me. And so I can love that person exactly as they are, and because I love myself exactly as I am, and I can let others be exactly as they are. And remember to choose joy in every moment, because it is my natural state. And I know that this is true for each one of us. And so as we go forward into the rest of our day and out into the week, we each experience joy like never before. I'm talking giddy bliss, my friends, that thing that bubbles up from your toes and kind of shoots out the top of your head like this beautiful, brilliant energy of Spirit wanting to live through you, Spirit wanting to live through me. There is so much good happening here and now, and I share it with the world. I'm so grateful for this word. I'm so grateful for this truth, and I know it is so as I release it into the loving and creative action of the law. And I invite you to help me anchor this truth by saying with me, and so it is. Woo!
Okay, this is an audience participation thing. I told you nobody knows what I'm going to do next, not even me.
In a Tascadero, down along the lake, we meet here every Sunday, so glad to be away. We are love, that's who we are right now. We are love. The hall is cold and empty, when volunteers arrive. Such a transformation as the Santa comes alive. We are love. That's who we are right now, 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 now. As Reverend Elizabeth is teaching higher truth, Jimmy's fine musician reminds us of our youth. We are love.
That's who we are right now.
We are love.
As
Reverend Elizabeth is teaching higher truth. Jimmy's fine musicians remind us of our youth. We are love.
That's who we are right now.
That's who we are right now, now,
Patty, woo! Awakening,
Awakening,
sing it with us.
awakening, we're awakening.
We are, yeah, yeah.
Awakening, 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 awakening.
Woohoo! All right. Wow, that was amazing. Let's give them some more love. Woohoo! Woo! It's a great day. All right, my friends, it's now time for our conscious giving. Will our ushers please come forward? Thank you, my wonderful ushers. This morning we have Tom Schaub and Jen Butterfield. Thank you. Let's give them some love for being volunteers in service. You're so wonderful. I appreciate you. Friends, if this service has inspired you in any way, I invite you to please consider making a donation to our community. If you forgot your checkbook or your credit card, don't worry. I'm sure you have your smartphone. You can scan the QR code on the back of the program to make your donation. And if you're tuning in on the Love stream, you can go to paypal.me/awakeningways and make your donation that way, or mail us a check. And so we have a giving affirmation that's also in your program, but I invite you to take your gift, place it over your heart, or you can just take your hand and place it over your heart, bless you. And please repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. It does great work in the world. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. So it is. Thank you.
God is my source.
God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks
For all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source.
my power.
God gives me everything I need.
So I give thanks
I give thanks.
for all my blessings. God gives me
Everything I need.
Yes, thank you, Tom and Jen. And also special blessings for all of the creativity next door. The fair, the bonanza basket, and the potluck, all those that participated. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your creativity and your giving us. Just like right here, I give thanks for all of your love donations from your heart, your generosity of spirit. We would not be here today if it wasn't for each and every one of you, including you on live stream. Your giving us of your heart, from your pocketbook, from your willingness to participate, does not go unnoticed. And we are grateful and with thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Blessings to you all. And so it is. Amen.
that. Thank you very much. All right, and now our announcements angel is going to come on up and read our announcements for today. We've got the wonderful Jim Peterson on double duty, triple duty today. Thank you, Jim.
Whoa. Oh. All right, today everyone is invited next door. Apparently they're going to move that wall, I guess. Okay. Anyway, behind that wall is the Love's Table Potluck and the Maker's Fair that we have every year. You can enjoy connection, food, community, and maybe do a little holiday shopping while you're over there today. We're launching something new called the Basket Bonanza Raffle, and instead of talking about it myself, I'm going to ask Reverend Elizabeth to give us a few words.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm so glad you asked. We have a new fundraiser that it's a soft launch, okay? So it's called Basket Bonanza, as Jim said, and so community board members have donated a themed basket. So we've got an Edo basket, we've got an awesome baker's basket, and then we have a bag of energy tools basket. It's awesome, right? Yeah, and so we're going to be selling raffle tickets. So over here, we're going to be coming around to sell raffle tickets. And the way it works is that you buy your raffle tickets, and then whichever one of those you feel called to win, you'll put your raffle ticket into the jar in front of it. And so the board members have purchased items and donated as part of this fundraiser. And so remember, it's all for the good of our community. As you make your purchase, we invite you to absolutely buy some tickets. Anybody buying some tickets? Yay! And then one
Question, how much is a ticket?
Oh, the tickets, well, it's on there's a sign, several signs in the other room, but tickets are $2 each, and then a certain amount for so many. I don't remember, but it's on the sign over there. And now I also want to call up our community member, Sheila Gayani. And Sheila's going to come up because I want to showcase this beautiful painting. Yeah, I'm going to wait for her to make her way up here. Come on up, all the way up, come on. Thank you, Sheila. And so Sheila, yeah, come on over, hon. Sheila actually painted this morning. No, I'm just kidding. She painted this beautiful painting. It's called Poppies in the Field, right? Oh, Poppies in a Field. And she specifically painted this for our Makers Fair. Yes, heavenly, right? Isn't it beautiful? I was looking at it. Yeah, right. I was looking at it when I was seated over there, and there's a lot of depth to it because there's the little ones in the back, and it's just so beautiful and very California. And then it has this burlap board. Do you want to talk a little bit about it, or is that good?
That's good.
Okay. We need a mic. Yeah.
It's acrylic on
Speak into the mic so the love streamers can
on
hear.
canvas. It's high quality canvas,
High quality canvas.
and then I've got. I
It's
get
okay.
really.
It's
scared.
okay. Take a breath.
And I hope somebody will like it and want to really give good money to Awakening Ways for it, because it has been created with love.
Right? Yeah, let's give her some love. And now, thank you. I want you to know that I talked to Sheila, and she said she really wanted this to make good money for Awakening Ways. And I thought that was so sweet. That is so beautiful. And so we're going to auction this puppy off. We want to start it at $100. Like right now. Anybody want to pay 100? We got 100. Anybody want to go 150? Do we have 150? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Oh, 150. Anybody have 200? We're going 200. Anybody? 200. Come on for Sheila. Sheila, she's so awesome, right? Is there 200 in the room? Going once, 200 going twice. All right, sold for 150 to Mary Bishop. Yeah! Woo! Awesome. Thank you. That's why I ended a little early on my talk.
Whoa, there's so much going on around here. This Tuesday, by the way, 2 days from now, at 6 o'clock, we've got Brian Lotman, the traveling monk who has led hundreds of spiritual gatherings all over North America. He's got for us three things: mystical mantra, sacred breath, and guided meditation. That'll be Tuesday at 6 o'clock, lasting till about 7:30. All are welcome, and there's no charge for this event, but love offerings are accepted. Then next Sunday on the 23rd, we've got a special musical guest. Let me look around the room. Oh, it's Travis Hogue, our own Travis Hogue. And you don't want to miss this. Not only that, but then after the service, we've got the Divine Sparkles Wisdom Circle that Reverend Elizabeth has. And please join us for a heartfelt and open gathering. I see them over here while I'm putting away the stuff. And I tell you what, it's been a great success, hasn't it? It's a wonderful place to go. Insights, reflections, and inspirations that you've had during the month of November. That's kind of the topic next week, right? Now, save the date for even into December on the 18th. We're going ahead here a little bit, but we want to get this out early. Is the Thursday night. It's a Thursday night, the 18th at 7 o'clock. We'll have the candle lighting service, and there will be a potluck there too, but it's a dessert potluck instead of this one we're having today, which is more, what would you call it, savory. Okay. All right. Then at that service, you may remember, but we are kind of concentrating on what is being born within you. Yeah, your fellowship. And then, of course, dessert. So wear your festive attire. We'll be talking about this one again. And bring a friend or two. There are flyers apparently over here that you can take and share with your friends. Now let's keep stuffing the bins for loaves and fishes. There are many items needed to help supply those who have been in the past more supported by the SNAP program than they are today. There are flyers on the table in the lobby, and it tells you what items are really needed. And our book of the month, which you've already seen, it sounds great, Make Good, Cultivating Joy with Creativity, and a companion coloring book are both available for purchase at the book table. And then we've got the November-December Science of Mind magazine for $12. And last but not least, all of these people who are volunteering and staff members who make this thing happen, let's give them a hand.
Thank you. By the way, Jim is a volunteer. He does a lot around here. Yeah, Jim. Woo! Thank you. All right, friends, let's circle up for our benediction and call and response, and then we're going to go eat. Woohoo! Okay, thank you for reminding me, honey. Oh, yeah, I don't want it. Is that the peanuts thing? Oh. Oh, yeah, we need to scoot over. Oh, don't get too close to that one either, okay. This is my zone. My zone of excellence. Oh, we want to back up so we don't exclude the musicians. So, Kat, yeah, there you go, perfect. But I'm not going to hold hands just yet. So won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is turn within. And it is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something joyful is happening as me right now.
Something joyful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is in my relationship.
Life is everywhere. I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I express it.
I express it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is not.
And just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Can you open the... Get that guy back? He just opened that part. Thank you.
May I be filled with love and kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with love and kindness. May you Be